Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the brand new video today, and welcome to the channel. That last video, I didn't like that team, so we're going into rivals again, but this time with a team I am feeling a little bit more passion for. It's a team of people who I actually like, other than like maybe one or two people. But we also packed Ronaldinho for the first time ever. He ever playing, like, again, as those who don't know, I've never really played online until this year, so it makes sense that I never had Dino before. This is the first time I've ever freaking had any version of Dino outside of a freaking draft. So we're really trying out Ronaldinho. He has dead ball. Didn't notice that. We're also playing him with Ronaldo and Rivaldo. So three Barcelona goats. And then we have Hansen, Yaya, Monty, and freaking Rolfo, and freaking Blanc. Some other Barcelona players as well. So this is the passion is here. We're when the passion FC squad, not the basic FC squad. You know, fuck meta, fuck run the optimal. Who knows what? This is about to go into like a little yap sesh. I had posted that on someone else's like video. They did a review for Calafiori, and I was saying that it's not a play for me. But GGs to Arsenal fans who get to be a PMP. I only run Barca PMPs and United PMPs. Someone's like, "What's your United PMP?" So I posted my United PMP was, and he's like, "Oh, well, your fullbacks aren't optimal. You can upgrade there." And I'm like, I don't care. My PMPs are what they are by my choice. Every player who I have on my team, because the PMP squad, this squad, the USA squad, I pick those players on purpose because those players I like and players I want to use. I don't care about what's optimum and what's meta. And that's what I told him. I was like, I don't care what's optimum. I don't care meta. I use who I want to use. And he, because I also know I have Greenwood in my United squad as the left back. He's like, you can definitely do better with a better left back and Ona's on right back. I don't care. Like, if I'm winning, who gives a shit? If I'm winning with the team that I'm using, who cares what's ultimate, what's meta? It's August. You know, it's the 28th. It's about to be September. The game is over. Who gives a shit about meta? Like, you people who are like just meta rats the entire freaking game cycle for a full year, just meta. Y'all need to get a life because y'all don't know what fun is. Yeah, it's like the people who go to his Wayback's channel whenever he has a different team and they're like, it's like, yo, your team's fodder. Like, why are you using that team? Why are you evoing that player? If you have to ask that question, you don't get it. You have to ask why someone's using a certain player, why someone's doing a certain evo. You don't have passion. You don't get it. You're literally just a meta rat or meta merchant if you want to use the term rat, and you don't understand people who play the game to have fun and use players to have fun with. You know, and I said before, the thing is in like Nate the Foot Account chat. If you're good enough, you can win with anybody. You know, there's people out there. I think his name's Alzio. I think he took like during during TOTS, he took an all gold team into weekend league with 20-0. People are like, oh, well, it's Alzio. Alzio's like a former pro. He's really good. It's like, that's the fucking point. If you're good enough, you can win with any team. So if you need to rely on meta, that's an indication that you aren't good enough. Keyword there is you need to rely on meta. And as TBH says, if it don't fly, let it fly. I mean, if it don't fit, let it fly. Basically what that means is, if you are someone who's good at the game and you feel like what I'm saying, you know, doesn't actually apply to you, then don't say anything about it. Let it fly. It doesn't affect you. I'm talking people who would do affect. If you need to rely on meta, if you need to rely on meta players and meta tactics, that's an indication that you yourself aren't that good at the game. If you can't run around with a fun squad, that's an indication of your lack of ability. It doesn't matter what division you're in. It doesn't matter how often you go 14 or 16 or 20 in champs. It's an indication of your lack of skill if you feel like you need to chime in every time someone's playing a squad that isn't meta. You feel like you can't play without meta. Like, you're like, oh, if you're using an all-female team, you're going to get dunked on. My female team has never been dunked on. Like, the last time I actually allowed a header, it's actually been longer than that. It's been a long time since I allowed a header. The last time I allowed a goal off a corner. Let's go with that, because that's more recent. The last time I allowed a goal off a corner was a Julian Alvarez bicycle kick over Bernard. Bernard's 6'4", if not 6'3". Alvarez is like, what, 5'10", 5'9". It wasn't even a header. It was a bicycle kick that went over, that beat Bernard. That had nothing to do with freaking height. That's just a player having really good skill. And of course, as always, cuts corners, they're 50-50 balls. And in that situation, it went into the freaking net. You know, it's like, so the one time in the last 3 months I've allowed a freaking corner goal was a bicycle kick, not a header. My players don't really get dunked on all that often. And even when I play against people who use female squads or use female players, they don't even get dunked on that often. Usually when I score headers, I'm scoring headers on their trees. I'm scoring headers on the center backs and on their strikers, not on their freaking fullbacks. because their fullbacks are usually freaking, you know, watching the post, like they're that far back post or the short post. I usually use crowd the keeper and just kick the ball right to the middle of the freaking pitch, I mean, middle of the box, and score it that way. You know, because it's a 50-50 ball, and if I don't, then the ball would be ricocheted to outside the box and I kick a finesse shot. You know, like it's that simple. Like, y'all make up these little excuses for why people shouldn't run certain players. And again, it's more of an indication of you, not the indication of the game itself or the indication of the rest of the community. If you can't run a fun squad, that's on you. I want to run a fun squad. I'm sure people will see that last video that I posted. It was like, this guy's bitching about having Ronaldo, bitching about having Mbappe. Like, people will love to have those freaking cards. It's like, cool. I didn't ask EA to give me those cards. I will take this squad over that last squad. I'll take this squad over any meta squad. Like, on the squad I'll take over this squad, it's my Barcelona squad, because Barcelona is, you know, I mean, this is mostly like, if you think about it, let's see, 1, 2, and 3 are the only players in starting 11 who didn't play for Barcelona. It comes to my bench. We got Messi, Messi, Neymar, who played for Barcelona. They have Ham Pele, who didn't, Jude and Walker, who didn't, and Holit, who didn't. Then you have Rodri, Ona, who plays Barcelona, Rudiger, Eusebio, and Guerrero. Anyways, we've been yapping for a long time for this intro. I'm sure like, this is a long ass intro. Like I said, I'm about to go into a yap. When playing a 4-2 in rivals, maybe we'll do a 4-5-1 as well if I feel like, you know, the midfield is lacking space. Because that's the thing about playing a 4-2-4 or a 4-2-2 is sometimes you allow midfield to be a little open, and good players will attack that. They'll be like, okay, the midfield has to be winning. You know, let's try to get into the midfield. And yes, you can have like your left and right cam on making on defensive, so it'll play as a 4 on defense. It plays as a 4-4-2, but even still, if someone's playing fast enough, they can still attack that midfield. So if I feel like I need to, then we'll play 4-5-1 to get that midfield a little more defensive. But yeah, let's get into gameplay.
Doesn't have to do it on her own. Toure. And back with Rivaldo.
Auto ties the game. This guy's just playing freaking high depth. You can't avoid it. He won the ball right there, but we don't get possession.
And great work to confuse the defender. Good work from Wolves to win back possession.
I swear this game does not allow you to freaking curve a pass.
Ronaldo. Ronaldinho.
Dingle scores.
And a goal on his debut, no less. What a way to endear you. And it's opening up. Opportunity here.
R9 scores.
They've added to the lead. Much needed security.
Even though we're now, we didn't set any freaking kits for this freaking squad.
For the respective managers to address their charges, it is half-time here.
Yeah, a lot better if this guy wasn't freaking playing 100 depth, just being a basic bitch.
And the second half
isn't the joke freaking playing freaking 100 depth in September.
Well, he's given us away. And Wolves in a position of menace. And options in the centre. Rivaldo.
Is that yeah. I'm trying to do a through ball to freaking what's his name right there, and the game does not allow me to.
Savor such moments.
Like he just does like this little short tap pass when that's not what I did. Literally trying to turn. You see my player like just doing like a half turn. It doesn't make logical sense for a player to do a half turn. Just turn a freaking player.
Is this the moment? And it's got to be. Ribery.
This guy's over freaking cooking.
Has been added on. Ronaldo. And so the final whistle here. And a tidy tackle. Incisive ball from Toure.
Fuck out of here, dude.
Excitement, a back and forth type of game. Now they're level. And sends refereeing to play advantage. Able to get his body in the way. Trying to open them up. Will it happen for Ronaldinho? Is it going to be?
Dino 2-1.
And well, he might celebrate on the back of that. In a position from which they could potentially do a bit of damage here. A long way out.
Trying to take finesse shots. Honestly, the keeper should come out of freaking net to go get that ball. Stop like playing for freaking stop giving up the corner. Like you shouldn't be giving up the freaking corner. The keeper can get to that because it was a slow ball. The keeper should be able to get to that ball and prevent it, like giving up a freaking free corner. People say the freaking keepers in this game are too strong. They're not, because if they were too strong, they would actually have a good, smart enough AI to know when to freaking not allow a ball to be a freaking corner.
And a decent position for Wolves to be in. It's got to be.
That's a goal for R9 and assist for Dino.
No way for the opposition to contain. And the electronic board has been held aloft. 3 additional minutes here. An advantage coming into play, and rightly so. Ronaldo. Now with Neymar.
Neymar off the bench into the net. Almost all Brazilians. Just Yayan isn't there instead of freaking like Pele.
Goals in plentiful supply. 4-1 currently.
I'm gonna hold the ball now the last couple of seconds.
Little sloppy on the ball there. Looking to put the cross in. That's a lovely cut inside. And this could be.
Dino assist, Ronaldo goal.
He struck early. 1-0.
Not Benz. And that's what gives the hug. We love to see it.
Ronaldinho. Graham Hansen.
On.
Working hard to win it back there.
Hitting a pass, like, I'm telling you, the ball is at my player's feet. There's no reason she shouldn't pass the ball right there. If my player still has possession of the freaking ball, there's no freaking excuse. Why is my player not passing the ball if I'm hitting the button to pass the ball when the ball's at her freaking feet? I still have possession. If I lose possession, I get it, but I didn't lose possession yet.
An attack of genuine promise now. The crowd urging him to shoot. And it's a goal kick when it... Well, that was seen all the way. And the
He just takes a shit shot with freaking DVD.
Behind, but a good corner could change that.
Why? You know why? They want the corner. Think about freaking rats. They know what they want. They want a cutback and they want a freaking a corner. Anything that can lead to them getting like a chance at an easy freaking goal. It's easier to score a corner than it is to score a freaking a football goal.
Too much space here. Looking to put the cross in.
Actually, should have got that off quicker. We shouldn't. This should not be a 1-0 game. This guy's not good, and I'm just freaking frauding on my freaking attempts.
A move of real promise developing. Real opportunity.
There's that Rivaldo goal, and Dino with the assist. Dino has got an assist on Rivaldo, got an assist with R9. He still does a freaking cutback and still can't score. This is what I don't get. If you are having a hard time scoring something, like if you're trying to play for a cutback and you're not getting that cutback, why the fuck are you still playing for a cutback?
This is a positive looking move. In positive mood. That's the win they came to see.
All right, so outro time. Let's talk about the squad. Dino, we played 4 games today, and Dino, he wasn't a scoring machine because we didn't get a chance to take a lot of shots with him, but he was an assist machine. 6 goal contributions in 4 games, a lot of assists, a lot of great passing. I think if I played him at striker, he definitely probably would have scored more, but we didn't have him at striker. And in 4-2-2, we kind of did, but he was kind of like where you kind of using him to create chances for R9 and Rivaldo more so than anything else, which wasn't really intentional. I'm an opportunist. I go for the shots that look open. So if I see that R9 is open, pass R9 for the goal. If I see that freaking Rivaldo's open, go pass it to Rivaldo. I'm not going to force Dino into taking bad shots. Just take bad shots. But the R is there. Dino's Dino. What else needs to be said? We've had R9 for a while, so 31 goal contributions in 30 games. You know, when it comes to like both of them, even Rivaldo, I would say we're basically, you know, getting a goal or an assist with all these players every game. You know, like that's why they're the cars they are. Like, yeah, they're cheap now. Well, I won't say they're cheap now, but like they're relatively cheap compared to what these be. Back when Greece game was out, this car was like I think like 3 mil. Dino was like 15, or now it's like 15 mil. You know, you see why these cars are that price, because you know they are the cars that are going to be doing the same thing every single time. They're going to be getting goals and assists every single game, not missing games, but every game. We didn't really do anything with Hansen. We played 5 games. Yes, she has 4 goal contributions in 5 games. But I think her goals came from yesterday. Remember, I think we did use her off the bench yesterday. But you know, I feel like mostly it was just kind of the same thing that was happening with Dino, where I was more so creating chances with them, more so than trying to like more so than getting goals. But everyone else was fine. I don't need to like pull up everyone else's stats. I will say the person who did kind of struggle today would be Lam. Lam was having a hard time today. Like, and I even get like against like wingers, he was having a hard time against other fullbacks. Like the last game you watched, he was getting pocketed by freaking 96 rated freaking was it Masia, the Manchester United freaking left back. Manchester United's freaking left back was like bullying Lam. Like every time there was a header to win between those two, Malacia won it. Whenever it came to physicality, Malacia was winning it. And you could say like it's maybe just gameplay or whatever, but Lam was having a rough time when it came to that last game and done with Lamasia. I keep wanting to say Lamasia because of Lamasia, but what did Malacia? Yeah, overall score. The squad was fine. This is what I like. So I said it in the long ass intro. If I'm trying to do like a short outro, this is a squad I'd rather run or what I ran yesterday. Can't say a squad to care less about. But anyways, hope you all enjoyed the video. Catch you guys on the next one. Y'all have a good rest of y'all day. Y'all stay safe. Becomes another. If you are someone who actually knows how to have fun with this game, I hope you win all your games this week. If you're still playing any games, if you're not playing any games, you're just done. GGs. If you're someone who is still being a rat in October, I'm out of here. Useless.